and MasterCard. Okay, well, there's a couple of things that you can do about that too. Ask them which card they're talking about, because I'll tell you one thing right now, they're not talking about any particular card that you probably have in your wallet. They're phishing.
Yep.
They're trying to grab that number from you as well. Now, here's the other thing. You know those things that you see on Facebook? Show me a picture of what you looked in 2019 and from a picture from 2009, or they'll have those questionnaires. When were you born? Or they'll ask you, those type of those odd questions that just look kind of cutesy on Facebook. Those are also
phishing,
identity scams as well. Okay, there's a conspiracy theory out there that I'm not sure if this is true, but there was one that was going around. Show a picture of your first picture of Facebook and show your last picture what you look like right now. Some people were saying that the FBI was updating their databases because everybody has an FBI file. I don't care. Mike, your grandmother has. Let's just say this. Your grandmother has an FBI file. Okay, so you think you don't have one? We all have one. And one of the things that they were saying is
back in the day when your parents took you to the
fingerprints
to the police department, to save you as a child in case you got lost, and they took your fingerprints and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, those fingerprints are now at the FBI file.
Yeah.
If you think the police departments don't have your fingerprints, they got them.
Do.
They do, because when
do.
I was an insurance broker, I had to register my fingerprints as an adult again for that purpose. So
it's like I said, just be very careful what you post on Facebook and what you don't.
Your mother's notorious for that.
Oh, I know, and that's and
that's why she's always got viruses.
And that's the other thing, and that's why I have her login ID and her password sometimes, because I'm in there deleting and stuff. Be very careful what you post on your social medias as well. For example, this is notorious. Okay, I know vacation pictures are great. It's wonderful, but let me tell you, when you're going on vacation, you better make sure that you have a backup plan or someone looking at the things that should be protected when you're not at home. For example, your house, your car, your pets, or whatever. Because I'll tell you, there are so many bad people out there in the world. They're just looking at Facebook just to get any inch of information. I've heard so many people. You know what? I was on vacation at the Bahamas and stuff, and my house was broken into. Well, if you didn't tell people that you were going on vacation, those are the things. You know what?
Do it after you get back.
Exactly. Post those vacation pictures after. No problem. I know you want to post that picture because the picture between you and that wax figure of Celine Dion came out so great, and you want to post it because you were in Vegas and the whole thing.
I don't give a shit. We got cameras, so go for it.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Dude, my cat will rip you apart. Go for it.
Well, that is true. I know.
She hates people.
Oh, God.
Yeah, our cats are like dogs. It is true.
The landlord walks in and she's like.
But I'm just glad that the house that we live in, we have people that we look out for each other.
Nice.
And that's something that we really don't have to
Yeah,
worry
or
about.
if you ever have a question about a call you're getting, and I've done this. I had a scam happen because it was from an old cell phone, supposed bill from Verizon that I never paid, but it was like over 7 years ago. So somehow they had got that info, and they wanted me to take care of this bill right now, and they can only do it for half off and stuff. And it sounds weird. So ask them, like, okay, well, can you send me something in the mail?
Yep.
Can you send me proof? Well, no, it needs to be paid today. Okay, well, let me speak to your manager. And they hang up.
Right,
they hang
exactly.
up on you.
And that's one of the things.
I get them all the time.
Yeah,
for
ask for a manager. Ask for proof. Ask them to send you a letter or a
Right.
bill.
I'm calling from Citizens Bank. Really? Because I haven't had Citizens Bank in almost 20 years. So you're going to come after me now for, what, $49?
If you ever
Good
been,
luck.
and the one of the other things that one of the other types of scams that is going around as well is people posing as direct TV cable installers. They're posing as other companies as well to reduce your gas bill. You can reduce your electricity by 40% if you go to this particular program, and they're literally knocking on people's doors. I heard it happen in Lowell, Drake, Hudson, in Nashua, Manchester. It happens everywhere. be very careful if you're getting that phone. If you're getting that,
Oh, they were out hardcore in Nashua.
yep, they were.
Wow.
For a
if
while.
If you're getting those particular knocks on the door, ask them for identification. And you know what? Here's the other thing. They are supposed to be driving company vehicles. They're not supposed to be
Right.
driving their personal vehicles. So look for that as well. Those are the indications and stuff.
The other one that comes to mind is usually see them when the weather starts getting warmer. Is you'll see, I don't want to say kids, but they're probably like 18, 19 going around selling magazine subscriptions.
Oh yeah.
For their basketball,
Mm-hmm.
Sending kids to basketball camp for the summer and those are just a crock of shit too.
So just be
Because
very.
they ask for a check.
Interesting.
They
And
can't
that's
take.
such a-
They
and
can't take
checks have
cash.
account numbers
Yeah,
on it, so-
exactly.
Yeah. The other thing that I definitely want to mention to you, also for people out there, I mean, if you're on social media all the time, if you're logging in on your phone and your laptop, make sure you change your password every 4 months or even twice a year. Okay, make sure if you've had the same password for over 5 years, change the damn password, please. Okay, because it's just one of those things. If you use your ATM card, make sure you're using it at a legitimate ATM machine. If you see one of those weird ATM machines that you see at at the mall or the
corner store,
the cash bank ATM or the Transact ATM. I mean, it's one thing that if you're desperately that you need to withdraw money, that's one thing. But there's a lot of technology
always check the
out there.
reader. If the reader moves, don't
use
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Don't
Do
go
not
to
use
gas stations.
So we're just giving
same
you
with gas
those
stations.
kinds of things. I'm actually personally going to write some of the scams that are out there. I'm just going to give you a little cheat sheet. We're going to post it in the comments later this week. So things to watch out for because I get phone calls all the time. I've been in the IT technology business, yes. But Bernie, I thought you were a DJ once. Yes, in another lifetime, I was an IT security specialist. I was in IT management, and I know what these scams are all about and how people do this. So later this week, I'm going to write out some scams that exist that you should be aware about, aware of, I should say, and stop posting sensitive information on your social media, please. When they're asking those questions and you're filling out those questionnaires, sometimes it's like, oh, by the way, what was your grandmother's maiden name? You're giving away vital information that secures your identity. Please be careful when you're doing that. If you've ever been scammed, if you were attempted by a scammer and they didn't get away with it, what did you do to prevent yourself? Give us a call. 603-217-5400. Again, 603-217-5400. Aaron.
So I'll be completely honest. Here's an example of being able to really hack into somebody's account if you know them. That it really was not that hard for me. Jess, I love you.
Oh no.
But you really should shut your mouth once in a while. So as I was doing Jess's taxes yesterday, I had to create, a login and all this stuff. Well, it goes down and it randomly asks you, okay, what was the number of, on X street that you lived on? And it gives you 4 choices. What was the, who is related to you? And it gives you 5, 4 or 5 choices.
Sure.
And I was able to hack into her account and create new username and password and all that stuff without her even knowing. Because I knew that information.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're trying to say here, but you've known Jess for a long, long time as well.
Yeah, it's been
You know what I mean?
9
So
years. But it was,
that
it was kind of like,
information.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, yep, I know what number she lived on. And a couple of them I guessed. A couple of them I guessed. Only from listening to conversations that she's had. Not that I even really knew, but I was like, oh, I remember something about this. So
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But I'm like, the fact that I was just able to hack into your IRS account.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
Before we take a break, 2 more things that I definitely want to mention. A lot of the new phones out there, they use a lot of biometrics, security scans, and password protections and stuff. If it has an eye scanner or if it has a fingerprint scanner, use those, okay? Because one of these days, that 4-digit pin that you have on the phone will get hacked, or even how they have those 9 dots and you have to do the pattern and stuff. Mm-hmm. Those are easily figured out as well. You know how? If you literally did your diagram on your phone, mm-hmm. and then just
turn it in the light, you can see.
Just turn it in the light or look it in the angle. Guess what? You're gonna be able to figure the pattern.
Any woman knows that trick if
Absolutely.
her husband has a pattern.
We were at the bar the other night, and somebody was actually calling somebody lost their phone. It was at the DJ booth. Somebody was calling it, but in order to answer it, you had to do that thing. Yeah. You had to do the pattern. So we're just sitting there and we're like,
you can see what.
Okay. Hello? And they're like,
we figured out the pattern and stuff.
How did you answer my phone? Where is my phone? And we're like, it's at the DJ booth. Oh, okay, I'll be right there.
Oh, and change your stupid pattern because we know it. Just again, do me a favor. You know what? One of the things I love about these new phones, especially the Samsung, and I know the Apples do it as well. Use some of the other biometrics out there. The eye scanner and the fingerprint. The fingerprint is awesome. Because believe it or not, the fingerprint scanner can work with other apps as well. So, for example, if you're the type of person that uses Samsung Pay or some of the payment plans out there, using your phone, it'll use the fingerprint scanner. And also, if you have applications that are looking for a login and ID or a password, sometimes you may know it. It might be stored on your phone, but if you give it your fingerprint scan, it will automatically populate those too. But and again, no one has those fingerprints unless it's you. No. So please keep that in mind. All right, we're going to take one quick break. A couple more things that we're going to talk about. We're going to do turning something negative into a positive, and close out the show and go to our Super Bowl festivities later this afternoon. Woo. So when we come back, we'll have one more segment of Common Sense New Hampshire. We'll be back.
You broke your head.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzzed driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzzed driving, because buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Common Sense New Hampshire is brought to you by Perfect Entertainment. Perfect Entertainment for all your entertainment needs. Expect the unexpected. You can find them at 48 Bridge Street in Nashua. Their phone number, 603-879-9300. They have everything from DJs to trivia products to audio-visual installations of venues and bars. They also do event and wedding consultations as well. Give them a call. 603-879-9300.
If you're looking for some live music and a little fun, then Perfect Entertainment, Nashua's best for DJs and karaoke selection, is your answer. Hailed by the Nashua Telegraph, they do it all from birthday parties to weddings to corporate events. Perfect Entertainment will provide entertainment your family and friends will remember for a lifetime. For more information, visit the Perfect Entertainment page on Facebook. You could also contact them at 247-6470. That's 247-6470.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius, Hawaiian Style.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. King.